these carbohydrates also act as enzymes and receptors. So what are the functions of the cell membrane? So the cell membrane separates the ICF from the ECF. ICF means intracellular fluid. There is fluid inside the cell, which is known as cytosol. So the fluid inside the cell membrane is known as cytosol. So this cell membrane separates this ICF, the fluid inside the cell, intracellular fluid, is separated from ECF, extracellular fluid, the fluid outside the cell. Then protection. So another function of the cell membrane is to protect the cell. It protects the cell from any invading substance, any harmful substance that will try to enter the cell. The cell membrane will now protect it. It will not allow that harmful substance to get into the cell. Then selective permeability, which is one of the most important functions of the cell membrane that compounds of different subfunctions, and we will discuss this when we come to transport across cell membrane. So selective permeability means it selects some substances to pass through it, and it doesn't allow some substances to pass through it, which is very, very important. Absorption. So the cell membrane is responsible for absorption of various important substances that are used by the cell, which include the respiratory gases like the oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients like carbohydrate and protein, hormones, etc. Excretion. So harmful waste substances or metabolic waste that are produced as a result of cellular activities, they are excreted by the cell membrane by different mode of transport across cell membrane, which we are going to see that later. And shaping the cell. The cell membrane is responsible for providing the shape of the cell. Even though the cell membrane is not the only part of the cell or only component of the cell responsible for this, there is some contribution of cytoskeleton, which we are going to see what cytoskeleton means later. So the cell membrane is responsible for giving rise to the shape of the cell. Then cell division. So immediately after the genetic makeup of the cell is divided into two, and the cytoplasm of the cell is also divided into two, and the cell membrane is the one that is responsible for dividing each and every mother cell or parent cell, dividing it into two daughter cells. So the cell membrane, it plays an important role in cell division, which we are also going to see that later.